Chapter 30 The Romans. With name of the God, the Almighty, the Merciful. Alif Lam Mim. Overcome the Romans, enclose the earth, and they, from after their overcoming, soon they will overcome. In some years, to God the command from before and from after, and during that day they will rejoice, the believers. With help of the God, He helps those He wishes, and He the Mighty, the Merciful. Promise of the God, not He defers, the God, His promise. And but surely most of the mankind, not they know. They know apparentness from the life of the world, and they, over the hereafter, they oblivious. Or not they think in their souls, not created the God, the heavens and the earths, and what between them both, except with the truth, and a term summed, and surely most from the mankind, with meeting of their Lord, to be rejectors. Or not they travel in the earth, but they see how was end of those from before them. They were stronger from them force, and remnants of the earth, and they visited more from what they visit, and came to them their messengers with the clarities. But not was the God to His wronging them, and but they were their souls their wronging. Then was end of those evil, the evil, that they falsified with signs of the God, and they were with them, they mocking. The God, He initiates the creation, then He repeats it, then to Him you will return. And a day she stands, the hour, they will be wrapped up, the sinners. And not will they be to them from their partners, intercessors, and they will be with their partnering, rejectors. And a day she stands, the hour, during that day they will be separated. But of what those who believe and do the righteousness, but they in meads, they rejoicing. And of what those who reject, and they falsify with our signs, and meeting of the hereafter, but those in the punishment to be presented. So glorify the God, while you swimming, and while you rising. And to Him the praise in the heavens, and the earth, and evenings, and while you becoming apparent. He takes out the living from the dead, and He takes out the dead from the living, and He gives life the earth after her death, and like that you will be brought out. And from His signs, that creates you from dust, then, when you are conscious beings, you spread out. And from His signs, that creates to you from yourselves, spouses, to your calmness to her, and makes between you love and mercy. Surely in that to be signs to people, they thinking. And from His signs, created the heavens and the earths, and difference of your tongues and your colors. surely in that to be signs to the knowledgeable. And from His signs, your sleep with the night and the day, and your seeking from His grace, surely in that to be signs to people, they listening. And from His signs, He shows you the lightning, fear and desire, and He sends down from the heaven fluid, but He gives life with it, the earth, after her death. Surely in that to be signs to people, they understanding. And from His signs, that stands the heaven and the earth with His command. Then when calls you a calling from the earth, when you will, you come out. And to Him those in the heavens and the earths, all to Him devout. And He the One, He initiates the creation, then He repeats it, and it lowly over Him. And to Him the examples, the high, in the heavens and the earths. And He the mighty, the wise, strikes to you example from yourselves, are to you from what control your covenants, from partners in what we sustain you, but you in it equal. You would fear them like you fear yourselves. Like that we explain the signs to people, they understanding. But follow those who wrong their thoughts without knowledge. But who He guides one, makes astray the God, and not to them from helpers. But make constant your face to the way true, origination of the God, which originated the mankind over her. Don't you change to creation of the God, that the way, the constant, and but surely most of the mankind, not they know. Be turning to Him, and fear Him, and make constant the prayer, and don't you be from the partnering. From those who separate their way, and they are sects, each society with what by them rejoicing. And when touches the mankind bad, they call their Lord, turn to Him. Then when makes them taste from Him mercy, when a group from them with their Lord they partner, to their rejecting with what we bring them. But you enjoy, but soon you will know. Or we send down over them authority, but it they speak, with what they are with Him, they partnering. And when we make taste the mankind mercy, they rejoice with her. And if she comes to them evil, with what send forth their hands, when they despair. Or not they see, surely the God, He extends the sustenance to one He wishes, and He measures, surely in that to be signs to people, they believing. So bring with the closeness His truth, and the poor, and on the path, that better to those, they wanting face of the God, and those, they the prosperous. And what comes to you from usury, to its growing in wealth of the mankind, but not it grows with the God. And what comes to you from purity, you wanting face of the God, but those, they the added to. The God, the One who created you, then sustained you, then He gave you death, then He gave you life, are from your partners those, They do from that to you, from a thing, glory him, and high over what they partner. Appears the war in the land and the sea, with what earned hands of the mankind, to his making them taste some of what they do. Maybe they return. Say, travel in the earth, but look how was end of those from before, were most of them partnering. But make constant your face to the way, the constant. From before that it comes a day, no turning to it from the God. During that day, they will surely be divided. One who rejects, but over him his rejection, and one who does righteousness, but to themselves they make cradle. To his repaying those who believe and do the righteousness from his grace. Surely he, not he loves the rejectors. And from his signs, that he sends the winds informing, and to his making you taste from his mercy, and to your flowing the ships with his command, and to your seeking from his grace. And maybe you thank. And already we sent from before you messengers to their people, so came to them with the clarities, but we avenged from those who sinned, and is truth over us, helping the believers. The God, the One, he sends the winds, but moves cloud, but he extends it in the heaven, how he wishes, and he makes it a form, but you see the drops he brings out from its midst, but when brings with it those he wishes from his servants, when they rejoicing. And if they were from before that he sent down over them, from before it to be wrapped up. But look to remnants of mercy of the God, how he gives life the earth after her death. Surely that to be giving life the dead, and he over everything powerful. And if we send a wind, but they see it brown, to their wronging from after it, they rejecting. But surely you, not you make hear the dead, and not you make hear the deaf the call, when they turn away backing. And not you with guidance of the blind over their astrayness, if you make hear, except those they believe with our signs, but they Muslims. The God, the One, who creates you from weakness, then makes from after weakness strength, then makes from after strength weakness and old age. He creates what he wishes, and he the knowledgeable, the powerful. And a day she stands, the hour, they will swear, the sinners, not they tarried, other than an hour. Like that they deluded. And will say those brought the knowledge and the faith, already you tarried in book of the God, to day of the coming out. But this, day of the coming out, and but surely you were, not you knowing. But during that day, not will it benefit those who wronged their excuses, and not will they be asked to follow. And already we strike to the mankind in this, the Quran, from all examples. And if you come to them with a sign, to their surely saying, those who reject, if you are, except wronging. Like that he shuts the God over hearts of those not they know. So wait, surely promise of the God true, and not they surely frighten you, those not they assured.